What's going on, guys? This is KNasty39 here. Welcome back to an episode of the San Francisco Giants franchise rebuild, episode 6. We're in year 3. And we spent a ton of money last offseason. We got some big one-year deal players. James Paxton and Marcus Stroman each making $18 million for 1 year. Will Smith, a one-year deal. I think he's, 14? 13. Brad Hand, 13.7. So we spent money on that now. And the minors, I want to make sure these are right. We got Hunter Green, Alan Walker. I want Jelly over Taylor Rogers, but we got Jelly, who's 23 years old, B potential. Jake Wong, who is 24 years old, B potential. And Mora, who did pitch last year in the majors a little bit, but I want to have him in the minors to begin the year. He's only 23. He's a 72 overall. And then in Double A, we have Doug Caton, who's 23 at B potential. That's pretty much it. I think this dude's I'll just put him in there. And in terms of the lineups in the minors, I want to make sure Fabian, I think, is a B potential. Yep, but the big guy in Double A is Ramos and Valdez, the catcher. And you got to tell me I do want to do something with that. So let me fix this real quick. And then I will definitely get this something updated. You guys were telling me in the comments. I do read the comments. So if you guys ever want to help me out in terms of a franchise, meet me in the comments. So we're going to have to add some players to AAA. They don't have enough hitters. So I don't really want to add these. I want these guys who are still kind of projects to stay in A-ball for one more year. I want to be really careful with our prospects. Let's be conservative calling some of them up. But anyway, training. Yes. All right. So I want to go to catchers, and I'm going to trade Valdez, the guy who we drafted, his 26 durability. We're going to trade him on physical condition. I think that's the only one. Yep, that's all I'm going to work with. Just bring up his durability. So, let's get into the season, and then once I'll make sure the AAA lineup is set. Stroman, okay. Good start. He's back. All right, let's make sure the AAA lineup is looking good. Yeah, looks good. I mean, it's so stacked. Santos is a B potential. He's only 20. Jaron Kendall's a B potential. Joey Bart, Prado, Nolan Gorman, Luciano. I mean, that's such a stacked AAA lineup. I mean, our farm system is in a really good shape. And I know we are going to have the 6th pick in the draft, so hopefully we can do well on that. And we have these guys on one-year deals. So either we are going to get draft picks for these guys, or what will happen is we will trade them. And if I'm going to trade these guys, I want to trade them for big-time prospects. We have enough B potential guys. I want some more blue-chip guys. Maybe that's us throwing in a B potential guy in a trade. Let's say we trade Brad Hand and we want to get a A-chip guy. We have to include Jaron Kendall in it. I'll gladly do that. As we are 20-41, so we're bad, which isn't a bad thing. Even though we are kind of far away from being contenders, we have the farm system and we have the money. Now the Marlins are awful, but we have the ammunition to be good really soon. Now Walker has dropped to the number 2 prospect in baseball, but his potential hasn't gone down. And the thing is, Kyle Wright's 25. Hunter Green has dropped to 7. He was 5. His potential has gone down. That is not ideal. Let's see. Joey Bart. He's improving on certain things. Power versus left went down 5. Gorman's at 29. He's slowly improving. And we should have Ramos still, right? Yep, he's at 44. He's improving pretty consistently, and his potential's going up, so that's nice. And that is it. So, let's see how we're doing, and then we'll take a look at the draft. Now, Winker is 250, 10 home runs is pretty nice, 336 on base, but like a little more. Nemo only 220 with 7 home runs, and we gave him a 5-year, $10 million a year deal. Belt has struggled a little bit this year. He got a contract extension. Granted, he's making less in the next 3 years after this. Posey's not been bad. Austin's really struggled. Gonzalez has struggled. Biggio, I mean, he's shown a little bit of pop, but the average isn't too good. Take a look at pitching. Paxton's been amazing. Stroman's not been too great. Derek Rodriguez hasn't been great. Beatty has been really good, and Anderson's been all right. Morante's the only young guy in the bullpen. He's pitched all right. Hand has been god-awful, and Smith hasn't been great. Alan Walker has been amazing in AAA, a 1.80 ERA. Jelly has struggled. Wong has been great. Hunter Green struggled, and Mora has been pretty good. So we'll let's take a look at the draft. But then maybe around the trade deadline, we may trade some of those guys. So let's go. We have the number 6 pick. And we will get a blue chipper. This guy's 22. He's like 5 years from being away. Low injury risk, which is nice for Doug Diggs. Should have good contact, not much power, average power there. I don't love the pick because he's 22. He's going to take a while, but he should be good. Ivan Rodriguez. Okay, so we have Derek Rodriguez, who is the son of Ivan Rodriguez, Pudge. Now we have a different Ivan Rodriguez. I love his walks per 9. His other per 9s aren't great, but he should be ready in a couple years. He's 21. Not bad. Chip Bernier. High injury risk, so I don't love him. I don't love that at all. So I'd rather not take him. He's only 18, which is nice. Freddie Ham, making me hungry. Injury risk average, kind of jack of all trades, master of none. I don't love him. Phil Ramirez, same thing there. A closer, and Navarro. That's the guy I want. Roberto Navarro. I don't think he'll last to 6. Low injury risk, great contact, great fielding. Can also play third. He has the arm for it, so we could move him at second or third. Not much power, so maybe that profile is better as a second baseman. What do you think, Juno? Do you think? So I think Navarro, Rodriguez, I guess Rodriguez and Diggs. Those are my 3. I would love. Now we're at 6, so we'll see what we get. Damn it. Rodriguez went 1. Navarro went 3. So we are going to take... There's Freddie Ham. Let's sort this. And the closer. I'm not going to take the closer, so we're taking Freddie Ham. He's 21. He's a project. I mean, he does have some potential well above average tools. Contact versus right. Good plate vision. Good discipline. Or solid discipline in fielding. Average durability. I just don't want to take a closer. There's just no value. We can get good closers. So let's take Freddie Ham, and we'll see. We'll take a look at Navarro, the closer. If he has 99 potential, he's amazing, and maybe. But I want to see how good Navarro is. I think that guy's going to be a stud. I didn't see what other picks we have. We have the 6th pick in round 2. Let's see. There's a Andre Bump. There's another starter who's a project. A shortstop who's a project. Could be an elite fielder. He already has 75 fielding. Good arm. Can steal. Not the best speed. I don't have a problem with that, but we'll see what else is available. Some more projects. Dante Singleton, he's low injury risk, which is nice. I'm going to take Potter. He's more scouted, and it's a shortstop. Shortstops are always needed. All right, no extra picks. So round 3 now. And Yusnel Visayeno. Great speed stealing. Yeah, we'll take him. There's an elite skill. And he is a project, but he should be fast. Very fast. Round 4. Let's see any 75s. Yeah, they're projects. Anyone? I don't love any of that. I'm going to just take some shots in the dark, I guess. There's a couple catchers. This guy, I doubt he's going to be that good. Low injury risk, though. If he even has a C potential. That's why I took the catcher in the last draft. Catchers always have value. Round 5. Let's see. Probably take Tom Nam. He's 18. Not the best walks or hits, .9. Another younger one. Gribble and Chavez. Chavez could have good walks per 9, good hits per 9. Same with Gribble. Gribble is they're both the same age. I'll take Gribble and then hope Chavis is available in the next round. I think he is. Nope. So I will take this dude, Ralph Colin. And then we'll see how we did in the draft. I want to see how good that second baseman is. I think he's going to be a stud. 92, all right, for Freddie Ham. He is a project. But we'll see. We'll see. He already has 53 contact versus right. He's only a 49 overall, but for where we're at, I'm not sure there's a better option. Hank Potter, 86 potential. Like I said, really good fielder. Maybe turns into a guy like Brandon Crawford in the future. Maybe a little bit more speed and stealing than Brandon Crawford, but we'll see. He's only 20. Visayeno, 80 potential, 87 speed, 91 stealing. Durability is not bad. We'll see. He's 22, so I don't love that. Escobedo, he's a 68 overall. There's some pop there. He is a C potential, 78. But, that's not bad. He could be a starting catcher for some teams based off the fielding could develop. He does have good durability. He already has a little bit of pop, especially versus left-handed pitching. Not too bad. Gribble has 72 potential. Nothing too crazy there. And then Coleman has 78 potential. That's not too bad in the last round. Now let's see. Phil Ramirez was taken before us, 93 potential. All right, let's keep seeing. Bump, we passed on him, 89 potential. Navarro has 94 potential, so yeah, I'd rather not have the closer. I like that pick there. Doug Diggs has 92 potential. He's drafted before us. Bernier has 93 potential. I'm looking at some other things too. Just some other familiar names. Carlisle, and this is a guy who I think went later than us, so we could have taken this starter, but I like our guy more. Oh my god, 98. I told you this guy's going to be the best. Well, maybe not. We'll see what the other guys are, but he's a 73 overall. He's only 19 with 98 potential. Roberto Navarro. Great contact. Not much power, but the durability is already a 96. He has some speed. The fielding should develop. He can probably play at third. We know that's the secondary position. That guy's a stud. It's annoying we never had a chance to get him. Ivan Rodriguez, number 1 pick, 94 potential. Not bad, but not as good as Navarro. So yeah, all in all, not too bad. I just wish we could have got him. I knew he was the best player. It was so obvious. So, let's continue with the season. Oh, I want to see how by focusing solely on durability with Valdez, what's his durability? It's gone up 2. So, Bart's doing amazing in AAA. 309 with 9 bombs. That's good to see. Let's continue simming. We're going to be selling some pieces soon. I may keep some of them and just know that we'll get extra draft picks. So, I'm okay with that too. Especially, I know all those guys that we sign in the rotation, the bullpen, should give us draft picks if we don't keep them. Or if we do keep them, excuse me. Alright, but we're at the, keep them active. Let's see, who made the All-Star team for us. Probably, Big Maple. Probably not much else. So, yep. 2.18 ERA. He's been amazing. He struggled a little bit last year with the Yankees. A 3.74, but he's going to the National League. We could probably get a king's ransom for him, I hope. Anyone in the bullpen, Will Smith, 2.76 ERA. I mean, we basically get him and then trade him every year. It's awesome. Probably nobody else, but you never know. Devers, no on Miami. And yeah, that's it. So, top prospects is Walker he's back to number 1. Hunter Green jumped up to 4, so that's nice. Who's a prospect I would like? I mean, I would love to get Wander Samuel Franco. Now he has an MCL sprain, but he should be a star in real life. Brian Garcia, a starter, promising from Venezuela. Ronnie Mauricio from the Mets. Joey Bart's up to 14. Reggie McGraw, another shortstop. His durability is great, but his fielding is awful. Josh Bowers, a center fielder. There's some pop in there. I like Josh Bowers. He's kind of like we've mentioned, like the 3 true outcomes, but he doesn't have great discipline. But he has some power. He has some good fielding. He has some speed. And I'm really looking at some younger players. Nolan Gorman's at 33. Ramos is at 45. So let's start doing some, let's see what we can get. James Paxton, what prospects are out there? Sweet. Stroman probably will have the same exact thing. Their contracts are exactly the same. That makes sense. Now Tyler Beatty's pitching well. 2.67 ERA, so I'm not going to trade him. I'm just curious what his value was. Oh, Alan Walker's injured. He's a broken arm. He's out for 1 to 2 months. Lame. Alright. So Will Smith making 13 mil. Let's see what we can get. And I'll make some manual trades. Justice Sheffield. Jason Dominguez. Alright. That's it. So, Brad Hand's probably going to be the same. So let's do this. Who's the guy I wanted? Wander Samuel Franco. I'm curious to see where they are, like in the American League East. They are 3 games out, so it makes sense for them to make this trade. So I'm going to go to them. Rays. Wander Samuel Franco. Now, our shortstop right now, we do have Cornell, who's a 59 overall, but he's a year younger, but he's like 20-something overall, almost worse. So, let's put Paxton out there. Now, they can't do it because of money, but we're going to take on some money back. Zanino's got okay. Do they have a really bad contract? Blake Snell's making $10 million, rightfully. Kiermaier's making a good amount. Tommy Pham. This actually may be hard. If I do Brandon Lowe and Zunino, all right. Money can work if I include James Paxton. Now, I will have to include Nick Prado doesn't move the needle. Now, what if I put Cornell? Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him. I'm not going to trade Brandon Nimmo. Kendall's also hurt. Broken ankle. His potential's going up. Ramos, his potential's going up. So I really don't want to trade him. Damn, I might have to just... Let's do this. Update the trade block. I might have to keep these guys, unfortunately, because their contracts are making it so hard to get players. I wish I could just ask for prospects. I guess first. Let's do third. We have Gorman. But let's go to the trade deadline. Maybe something happens between now and then. Maybe a team's like, hey, let's talk. Maybe not. Nemo's out for 1 to 2 weeks. Posey's out for 1 to 2 months. All right. We are going to call up Joey Bart. He's in .310 with 16 home runs in AAA. It's time. Welcome to the show, kid. Posey's out. Joey's now in the lineup. All right. So let's go to the trade deadline. Man, we're winning too many games. That's the problem with us keeping these guys that we might continue to win. All right, so let's see. I mean, we're so bad. We're 44 and 67. Now, how has Bart played? 242 with no bombs so far. I'm a little worried about Nimmo, though. Give him a lot of money. All right. Let's do this. Let's put Paxton out there. Let's just do all trades instead of just prospects. Maybe a team will give us some young, talented guys who are major league ready, and we'll take our contract. We'll see. Trey Mancini and Jonathan VR. Kirby Yates and Anderson Espinosa. We get Kirby Yates, but that's not really what we need. Will Myers, no. Chris Taylor. Marquez and Wade Davis. Cespedes, Robbie Ray. I'd have to get someone a little younger than these guys. Kyle Crick, Felipe Vasquez, I don't know. Nicky Delmonico, no. John Lester, Dave Bass. The wrong fish player. I love Trout instead of Bass. But who is that? Mauricio Livero, but that's not enough, I feel like. Jake... Ryan Presley. Let's look at the top prospects again. So I don't think we're not going to be able to get Wander Samuel Franco, but who's another guy we can maybe get? Brian Garcia is promising, but we have a good amount of pitchers. Let's get Josh Bowers. How are the Twins doing? I kind of don't want to make a trade if like the Twins are way out of it because it just is so unrealistic. See, it would make no sense for them to go trade for a rental. So let's look at teams who actually would want to trade for a rental. So, I mean, the Rays would, but we just can't get the money to work. The A's, the Red Sox, the Angels are out of it. Really anyone in the NL Central except probably the Reds, but that's a very weak division. So let's go to those teams and take a look. So the Red Sox do want them. So let's see. Who do they have that we can maybe pry away from them? And I'm picking them because they should have the funds. Now, I would like to get Tyler Freeman, but he's unfortunately hurt. Doesn't look like they have a lot of big-name prospects, though. Any starters? Do they have Jay Groom? You guys kept asking me to get Jay Groom. They don't have him anymore. So, the NL Central, like all those teams, needed players. So let's go to the NL Central, except for the Reds. They were really kind of out of it. The Brewers. Who do the Brewers have that I would like? Nothing really. No big name prospects on them. Maybe they've traded them. It makes sense. Let's check starters. I know you guys cannot see the money tied to them, so they don't have much. Let's take the Pirates. What do they have? Nick King, he's 29. Mitch Keller, he's 24. We really don't need... Like I said, I'll take a starter, but that's not really a need for us. Josh Bell, but it'd make no sense for them to trade Josh Bell. Henry Hill. You guys seen Goodfellas? Maybe. He can play second, third, short, and all three outfield. We could get him. Jordan Groshans, another third baseman, can play first, second, third, and short. And he probably has the fielding to play short. O'Neal Cruz, Kevin Mason. I like O'Neal Cruz, maybe. They've offered him before. I think we can get this to work. So let's do, they like O'Neal Cruz, which I do too. What's his fielding? 60, but good durability. Mighton. Or we could get Groshans, excuse me. They like him a lot. We're going to need to get a bad contract back. They must have a bad contract. Actually, where's Chris Archer? 4.9. That's not enough. Chad Kuhl, not enough. Polanco's too good. They won't want to include him. Damn it. Maybe instead of Paxton, what if I include one of the closers who are making less? Okay, so Will Smith, money works. So, we have to include someone else. But like I said, we have so many guys, and we are getting a third. I would trade Delvin Perez. That almost gets it. Luciano almost moves it. So let's try Perez, and then let's put in Cabello. Almost moves it. Sandro Fabian. We have so many starters. Let's get rid of some starters. Like Sean Anderson. Kind of struggling. Perfect. Deal works. So we get Groshans and Chris Archer. And when Chris Archer, let's take a look at his contract situation. Last year of his deal, so whatever. He's been awful. We might even just cut bait with him. So let's go to the Cardinals. Now we're basically going to just feed off all these teams and we'll try to get some prospects from them. So we got a big time prospects in Jordan Groshans, who is what? I hope he's not going to play in the majors this year. But that's a big prospect. Tyler O'Neill, he's 25. He's kind of struggling this year, so maybe I'll take a chance on him. They like him a lot. What? So if I put in Paxton, money works. Let's do this. We take Tyler O'Neill, and I'm going to throw in... but where would we play him? Do we move on from Jesse? No, he's having a really good year. Oh, we'll move on from Tyler Austin, who's been awful. So we have Winker, Nemo, and then it would be Tyler O'Neill. So we'll put in, okay, Tyler Austin's money doesn't work, so we'll include someone else. Chance Cisco, perfect, it works. So James Paxton and Chance Cisco, we get Tyler O'Neill. Big time power, good fielding, good speed, but he can't run. This year he's at 224 with only 2 home runs. But he's only 25. He does have 3 years of service time. He's super unhappy. He's going to play every day. That should help. So let's do that. And now we still have Stroman. We still have Brad Hand. So let's now go to the... let's go... What other teams are good? And we'll give them more players. So we could go within the division, the Dodgers and the Rockies. So let's take a look at those teams, see what we can maybe get from them. Dodgers should have some prospects. They always do. Dustin May. Would they give up Dustin May for someone? Maybe. They have Urias, who's now a reliever, 76 stamina. Doesn't make much sense. Kybert Ruiz, we really don't need catchers. They don't have many position players. Let's take a look at the Rockies. They were number 2 in that division. Leoto Tavares, an A potential. Reggie McGraw was a shortstop. Yeah. Brad Hand. Money doesn't work, but they like him a lot. They like Stroman more, but can we get the money to work? And let's do Brad Hand because he's making $5 million less. Ken Giles would get the money to work, so let's put in Ken Giles. We put Brad Hand. And we can then just trade Ken Giles. We can keep, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But what do they want? First, and would I trade Prado? Belt has kind of regressed a little bit this year. Only 11 home runs. I don't even love Prado. They do like Luciano. They want center fielders. Man, they actually really like McGraw. I don't blame them for liking McGraw. Why don't we do this? Put in Giles and Davis. Can we include... I was hoping to do both. But maybe we put... They like Stroman more, so let's take hand out. We put in both those guys, and then I can include Tyler Austin. Okay, we got this. I'm doing a lot of work right now, but I think we got this. And maybe include... We have some starters we can maybe trade. Chris Archer obviously wouldn't work. Someone older who I don't love. Oh my... The money is just over. Are you kidding? I have to take someone who doesn't make $80,000? Are you freaking kidding me? 70,000. That... Groshans is 45,000. Would get the deal to work, but I'm not trading Groshans. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Let's see if we can maybe find more money somewhere else. I don't think we can get this deal to work unless I take out Stroman, put in Brad Hand, put back in Wade Davis, and yeah, I have to get one guy to get that. I don't think so. All right, let's just do this. I might just keep them both, and we'll get 2 extra draft picks for them. Let's just do that. So let's call up. I'm going to just release Chris Archer, and I'm going to give Mora a chance. Now, there is Hunter Green, but Mora did pitch in the majors last year, and he pitched pretty well. So let's call him up. And we have one more start. No, we'll call up what's his face as well. We'll call up Hunter Green. I would call it Walker, but he's hurt. So that sucks. And all right, we have 3 catchers, so I'm just gonna... Well, we have Buster Posey's on the IL. We have one too many guys on the major league team. Oh, Groshans, we're gonna send him down to AAA. And we'll find a spot for him. Just make sure the other guys are... we still gotta get rid of Tyler Austin. Unfortunately, it just hasn't panned out. So let's see what we can get for Tyler. We might be able to get something for Tyler Austin, actually. Let's see. Yeah, we can get a shortstop Powson. Because he's an A potential and people love it. And he's cheap. A catcher is a big-time project. I might take him, even though we have a bunch. Well, who was that we just got offered? Nah, Suarez. Jason Dominguez, a center fielder. Tom Kim, a third baseman, which almost drafted Austin Beck. There's a first baseman as a project. Teams like him. I'll take Powers in the shortstop. We have a bunch, but shortstops always have value. So let's just make sure he's in. He's probably going to be in the major league team, which I don't want. Yup. I think he would be best served in A-ball. He's only a 61 overall. So now he's not going to show up on the top prospect list, but let's see what we got. Anyone who's an A-ball won't show up on this, but who did we get? So we really wanted to get McGraw. We couldn't get him. Just didn't work. I didn't go after Bowers. Dustin May was a potential option. Did none of these guys... Okay, Groshans is at 40. And that's it. But like I said, other guys are in A-ball. So anyone who's in A-ball won't show up. So Powson, who we just got... I think that's it. But all in all, let's see how we finish off the rest of the year. This has been a pretty long episode, but we're going to finish the year. Let's just make sure the lineup is all set. Bart's playing every day. Same with Tyler O'Neill. Oh, yeah, that's who we got. We got Tyler O'Neill, who's not going to be a prospect. But he's young, and he does have 3 years of service time, but we hope he turns into something. There's power in him, which I like. So And I think in the offseason, we're going to get 2 extra. I'm going to let both those guys go. We're going to get 2 extra draft picks, which will help us out in next year's draft. We should have a very high pick again. Now let's see how Bart was doing, because Posey's back. Bart 261 with 2 home runs. Not great, but not awful. He'll just play sparingly. No, I want him playing over Posey to finish off the year. We might trade Posey in the offseason. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's finish off the season. Hopefully we have a top 5 pick. I mean, just think if we had the 3rd pick in this year's draft or better, we would have gotten that amazing Navarro kid, but it wasn't good. 67 and 95, which I think is very similar to what we did last year. 65 and 97. So we have the Marlins only won 43 games. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have the 5th pick in next year's draft. Yep, the 5th pick. So top prospects. Walker's number 1. He'll be in the majors next year for sure. Now, some guys graduated off this, so that's why they're not on it. We'll see how they did. Nolan Gorman's up to 22. That's not bad. He's getting there. He's very close. Ramos is at 32. We'll call him, and he's continuing to improve. We're going to put him in AAA next year for sure. And we might send some of those guys who have been in A-ball. We're going to move them up to AA. Let's see how some of these guys did. So Nemo, 15 home runs, 267 average. I mean, the average and the on base were good. Just the power wasn't. 4.7 WAR is not bad, though. Jesse Winker, though, had that year 31 home runs, 288 average, 384 on base, 516 slugging, OPS of 900, WAR's 5.7, which is pretty damn impressive with his 48 fielding. Belt, now he did get hurt. He only played 147 games, just sparingly. 16 home runs. The average, everything was way down. That kind of stinks. Biggio did hit 18 home runs. He's an 80 overall now. 240 average, 290 on base, 384 slugging. That's not that good. Joey Bart, 238 with 5 home runs. But he did improve. He's now an 80 overall. That's not bad. Tyler O'Neill only hit 7 home runs, 224 average. But we'll see what happens. And Marwin Gonzalez, Galvis, really don't care too much about those guys. Let's take a look at pitching, because we did call up some young kids. Stroman finished really good at 3.11 ERA. He's going to get a big contract in the offseason. We're going to cash in with a draft pick. Rodriguez, 3.53 ERA. That is his best year since his rookie year in 2018. So that's good. Beatty pitched well at 3.41. Where is Mora? He got sent down. 3.72 ERA, though, when he did pitch in the majors. That's good. I think next year we're going to go with Walker, Mora, and Hunter Green, who pitched great. 2.88 ERA. Now, it was very limited, only 59 innings. But a 2.88 ERA is damn good. So I think next year our rotation will be Rodriguez, Beatty, Green, Walker, and Mora. That's our rotation. Young, talented pitchers. I'm happy that Beatty's, and he's not young, he's 27, but he had a damn good year. We didn't look at the bullpen. Hand was not that great. Moranta wasn't great. So maybe that's something we'll do in the offseason. Jake Wong pitched 9 innings, not bad. Take a look at awards. We probably didn't get any. Harper hit 58 home runs. Trout hit 45. Kershaw was amazing. Same with Chris Sale. Arenado got the batting title, and Mike Trout. Relievers of the year were Archie Bradley and Tim Hill. Wow, Tim Hill. Rookie of the year, Preston Beck, 31-year-old rookie. Cool. And Yordan Alvarez. Okay, he's a big name moving up in the farm systems in real life. Hank Aaron Award. Okay, do we get any awards? Any? Probably not. Nope. So let's see. Let's finish off the... I want to see how did this guy's durability went. But no, went up 5. Now, his potential went down, but he improved in a bunch of things. This is the guy we had drafted last year. His 31 durability, but plus 9 in contact versus right, plus 6 in contact versus left. Unfortunately, his potential did go down. Nick Prada. We can take a look actually at some of these guys. So Metler, I think next year we'll have him in AA. Third base, Nolan Gorman, I think was in AAA this year. We'll probably have him repeat AAA. Or maybe we'll have him be in the bigs. I would love to hear in the comments. Do you think he's ready? His durability is pretty good. His fielding 66. Contact and power versus rate are actually... the more I think about it, he might be ready. We also have Groshans, who unfortunately dropped to a B potential. That stinks. And then we got Pausen, who will be in... Or Pawson will be in AA next year. Same with Cornell. Both these guys will be in AA most likely. We have O'Neill, Jesse Winker. And then we have Ramos, who did improve. He will definitely be at least in AAA next year. The discipline's good. I actually think one more year in the minors will be great for him. Kendall can maybe be in the bigs next year. His potential went up, or he's a good trade chip. And Ordonez will move up to AA. Like, we have a lot of guys. Center fielders, we have a ton. So, and then we have all those we didn't even go through all the starters. Jelly, Caton, those guys will be in AAA all year for sure. But actually, the more I think about it, we have guys who will be in the rotation next year, but our depth in starters is not strong. But you know what? That's a future video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. It was pretty long, but if you did enjoy it, please drop a like, subscribe if you are new. I'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy. Peace.